Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. You know the vibes. We good now.
Yeah.
Listen, man, it's that Jack Talk podcast. We're gonna be blasting off every day at 5 o'clock, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting on the confirmation with Boost Ennis. We know we had to reschedule, but that's a go. That's still a go. We're gonna have Boost Ennis.
Yeah.
4:30 was no good for him tomorrow, so we're gonna reschedule that. But we're gonna get right to the topic of the day, man. Shout out to
Uh,
all my brothers that been reaching out to me on Instagram. As
mhm.
far as they tired of you boxers fighting on Twitter all the time.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
tired of you fighters going back and forth on social media platforms
Right.
about fighting. And this is in reference to Demetrius Andre, 160-pound middleweight champion.
Yeah.
His comments towards Earl Spence Jr. and the Charlo twins.
Yeah.
You know,
That's because the little knockout he caught last night or whatever night it was. See,
yeah,
see, fighters tend to do things and then start getting cocky and all that. You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. I hear you. I definitely could dig it.
I mean, like, yo, but if you haven't fought the opposition like that, and then you start knocking people out like that, I mean, start getting pig-headed. Come on, man, you
Yeah,
cause confusion for yourself, man. You feel what I'm saying?
absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
to call Errol out like that, I mean, like, you have to do something. You have to knock somebody out that means something before you can call that man out.
But
So,
that's not they're not throwing him under the bus. That's not the first time he did that. I remember when Earl Spence fought Mikey Garcia, I interviewed him and he called Earl out. Then he been calling Earl out for years though. That's nothing new
honestly,
with
yeah, he could have
you know.
called him. He could have
He,
called him out. He could have called him out 10 times. But my point I'm making is, who have you destroyed for you to be jumping at somebody like that? You understand what I'm saying?
nah,
This,
basically, I ain't gonna front. Like I'm feeling what he said about EJ. Yeah. Truth be told, like he was talking about the Charlo brothers,
I
and
know.
EJ's always interjecting. So he said what a real fighter would say. Like I'm pretty sure if somebody, I'm gonna use you for example. If you was calling somebody out, and then I stepped up to the plate and said, yo, whatever. I'm pretty sure you would come back at me and tell me, yo, since you want to
Oh,
speak up for them, why don't you step up and I'll knock you the fuck out? You know
oh,
what I'm saying? That's why I respect him for that. You know what I'm saying? That's
oh,
why I respect him because he felt like EJ was getting at him,
oh,
talking about who he has fought and who he didn't fight. So he's like, so why don't you fight me then? That's real warrior talk right there. So
yeah.
I had to commend him on that.
No, you right. I respect that. But right. I mean, the Charlo twins set up a fight with these dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Then maybe you could see
Yeah,
Jay. I mean, like, let's see what's going on with the Charlo twins, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. True indeed. Because truthfully, they had a fight lined up with the smaller one with Jamel, but that's when he was signed with Star Boxing
Right.
and his paperwork. He wasn't going to get the type of money that he wanted, so he backed out the fight. But he did have a fight with Jamel Charlo when he was the 154-pound WBO champion, and Charlo was, I believe, the WBC champion. But that fight never fell through because of the
Mm.
situation with the pay and everything. But right
Right.
now, at 160, Big Jamel Charlo and is the WBC champion, and Boo Boo is the WBO champion. That's the unification bout. There's no reason why they
Mm.
shouldn't be able to mix it up, man. The money's there,
Set
you
that
know.
up. Yeah, I mean, like, set that.
The money, the money's there. Allegedly, Eddie Hearns sent over a contract for 7 million, but every time paperwork or something gets sent over to the Charlos,
Some.
it got to go through Al Heyman
Oh, okay.
or they I don't know, man. I really don't try to get
Something
involved
always,
with that side.
something always goes wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really try to get involved with that side. But what I want to touch on It's like Eddie Hearn said he offered him 7 million. 7 million is more money than they ever been paid. So I don't see why
Should have did it
turning
back.
down fight.
Should have did
Yeah,
it back on it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? They-
I don't see why they turning down these fights, man.
what do they think they're gonna get? 30 million?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Nah,
I
man.
I, I don't know, man.
Yo,
It-
it's different brackets to this game, man. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Sometimes you got to be great. $7 million payday in the post
look,
pandemic, Corona bubble boxing, whatever you want to call it. That's a nice payout, man.
look.
That's a nice payout.
Look, I don't care if it's $1 million payout. If you're not active right now, your name is not buzzing like that, you need to take that check. So this is how this
Yeah,
goes. I mean, like, everybody don't get a chance to get up in them brackets like that. So,
yeah,
like, I don't be understanding. People be acting like they used to millions of dollars and they ain't used to none of that. You heard? So you need to accept this challenge and show that you can win. You feel me? I mean, like, it's crazy. My jack done froze up. I don't know. Every time I start billing, things get shifty.
yeah. La, you still there? Yeah. You
Yeah,
see
I'm
me?
here.
All
Yeah,
right, all right.
time I
I was
start
trying.
drop, every time I
Nah,
start dropping bombs, shit gets
yeah,
shifty.
nah, nah, nah. We was getting a link up there just in case some of the brothers would like to join us.
Oh
I had to
yeah,
get the. Can you see the link on the screen? You see it too?
yeah, I see it.
Okay, yeah, we was just getting the link up there in case some of the brothers want to come in and indulge in knowledgeable boxing conversation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The numbers got released. Allegedly, they said that Tank Davis.
Two twenty
Uh,
five.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What's your thoughts on that?
All right, that's a positive vibe right there.
Yeah. So, but let's backtrack now. He did
Lopez,
two.
Lopez,
He did
Lopez,
he did
believe.
he did 225, right? Yo, the
Yeah.
Charlo brothers did 100,000. So
Oh,
what's that say about what's that say about them? If
okay.
Tank Davis did 225 and they only did 100,000
All right.
allegedly,
All
what's
right.
that say about their star quality power?
You know what? It shows that one person is one side of the hood, and the other people on the other side of the hood. That's what that shows. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I mean,
yeah.
like, hey, but yo, Lopez don't believe that. He said he got to do his homework. He don't believe that take those numbers. You know?
Yeah, yo, it wouldn't surprise me a lot. It'd be a lot of false numbers getting thrown out there, man. 'Cause that's the type of world we live in. Look at the election. Look what's going on with the election.
I
They
be
still
knowing,
don't got all the votes counted.
but look, marketing is the key to success. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
How you market things.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
like,
yeah. Well, yeah. I feel Tiafimo's energy because Tiafimo and Lomachenko peaked at 3 million viewership, man. Three
that's what
million.
that's what I'm trying to say now. You know,
Yeah, three
now we
million.
now we in the
Even
upper
though it wasn't a pay per view fight.
echelon. You heard?
Yeah, 3 million. Yeah, but then you're gonna get the haters to say it was on free TV, ESPN. But three
Don't
million is 3 million regardless.
don't matter.
Yeah,
Matter.
3 million. 3 million is 3 million regardless.
Yo, the mathematics prove everything. You heard?
Yeah, absolutely.
Simple math
A-
prove everything.
absolutely, man.
So you
Yeah,
know,
I see that other article that you sent me that in reference to Adrian Broner getting released from jail today or possibly tomorrow
yeah,
on on his contempt of court.
yeah,
I'm gonna touch on that a little bit as far as a brother his statue and his I was reading the article. This is just going off the article because you know how you Adrian Broner fanatics and you PBC fanatics. might get a little upset about what I'm
Yeah.
about to say, but I was reading the article, and from the article, it said that the brother never had, legal representation. Now that's kind of crazy to me. A high profile, quote unquote, prize fighter as yourself don't have a lawyer. You don't have representation to handle a civil, judgment, lawsuit, whatever you want to call it against you. That was like striking to me, man. Oh, that was like real striking, man. I
I
know,
mean,
I know brothers with less money that got lawyers on retainer. So that was just kind of real shocking to me.
okay,
For a high,
okay, but when you also see Adrian Broner with his entourage and all that, you see he got a bunch of clown yes men around him. So who in that camp is concerned with his legal affairs and all that? So
right, fact,
if
fact,
you don't have a person that's concerned with his well being, what's going to happen? Nothing.
fact.
So
That's
I mean,
that's
that
that's
that
fact.
that's on his part. You know what I'm saying? He brainwashed his entourage when they running around acting all crazy and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
AB, AB. One thing AB got to understand is he's very talented. When the bell ring, if he let his hands go, he can be very successful. But he spends more time running his mouth than running his hands. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And that
yeah,
backfire. So I mean,
yeah,
like, he got to sit back. He got one more chance. He got to sit back and revise his whole situation, his whole life. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And see which direction he wants to go, and then take it from. Because right now things are shaky for him right now. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? See, this is a mental game now. He's starting to go through a lot of personal problems. Now that means
yeah.
his mentality ain't gonna be there. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean,
That's the
like,
that's
so you know,
that's a fact.
I
And
hope
and
he,
another
hope,
thing with him, he needs to stay off of Instagram because
yeah,
the
nah,
judge the judge used the gram right against him,
exactly.
right,
But
right against him.
if it's not a jewel for somebody to put in their jewelry box, stay off there clowning and all that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
all you see is you put your foot in your mouth. You see what happened to you. You see what's going on. As a
Yeah,
prize fighter, as a man, I hope he get his life together, man. That's all I'm saying, man. You know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy.
Truthfully, I think he got the money. I think he got the money. I think he just
I,
didn't want to pay it.
I know he
You
has the
know.
money, but he's not utilizing his money the proper way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And a lot of times that backfire on you, and you see what happened to him. I mean, like
yeah,
we we know and understand that he knew about this judgment against him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Say he runs his mouth so much he don't give himself the time to think. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah.
he wasn't thinking about that. He was just thinking about showing off. You feel me?
Okay, I
And
feel you.
that right there was a bad move for him. See now everything happened for a reason. Now that was meant to happen for him. Now this is going to determine how you're going to start thinking now. How you going to start utilizing your funds now and things of this nature. You know what I'm saying? So I
All
mean,
right.
like, let's clear this up, man. Let's get in this ring and let's win.
Yeah.
Or if not, just hang your gloves up, man, and go in the studio. You trying to be a rapper? Try that. No,
Yeah. Ain't nobody in that, but he better get back in that boxing gym.
yeah.
Type of money he can make in that boxing gym is gonna
If
outweigh
he,
anything he could ever get in that music game.
if he knew like we knew, he'd get back in that math class, man. Start doing his homework. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it. That's it. Like you said, he's a talented fighter.
Yes.
Four-time, three-time world champion.
Let his
He
hands
got the
go,
skills.
but
Yeah, he got
when
the
he
skills.
when he don't let his hands go, he looks like a club fighter, a
Oh,
countryman.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
So I mean, like,
Yeah.
uh,
You know what it is too with him? He's very smart. He plays dumb
yes,
and does all that, but he knows that helps
yes,
market him, like you touched on earlier. He knows how to market himself.
yes,
He knows that cooning and that nigger that dumb nigger shit
right,
sells.
right,
That's a form of his marketing. So to
right.
each his own, man. To each his own. But Yeah, did you catch them fights last night? Did you catch the
I didn't even
trying?
know that they snuck them joints out. I didn't even know about the fights, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. Dude from Georgia, from shout out to Paul Williams from Paul Williams' hometown, man. He got
Yeah,
worked over, man.
talking about Jip, Justin.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to my nigga Paul, man, the Punisher, man. Shout out to my nigga Coach J. What up,
yeah.
man? Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know what happened, man. From the highlights I was seeing, they held this for a couple rounds and then something went wrong. You know?
Yeah, you know, yo, but he came out like that from the opening bell, like he was getting off, and then he would always want to clinch when the white boy was getting on him. So he was kind of
Yeah.
on shaky grounds from the jump because he really wasn't trying to engage and really bang out like that. You know, every time. So I seen it coming. I knew he was gonna get rocked because it was only a matter of time. How he kept engaging, like every time they be on the inside and they trying to let their hands go, and the white boy was touching him, he wanted to clinch and grab in those skirmishes, man.
I
But
was,
but Sean
that,
Porter was alluding to that too though.
that
Sean
was,
Porter was saying that how dude gets lax, like he'll be on point and then he just loses focus, and that certainly was the case last night.
mm. And he let that white boy put him down, you know?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
he was a tough customer.
Think
Another yo,
I think he up in the Charles, the Twin Charles camp. You know
yeah,
what I
he's
mean?
out of Houston. Yeah, he's out of Houston with Ronnie Shields
Yeah.
and
I
them.
mean,
Yeah.
they didn't teach him how to defend this dude. I mean, what happened?
Oh man,
What was
it
the so
like like
what was
like
so
like
much about? What was the clinching about? I mean, like, why is he? I mean, like,
he couldn't he didn't want to return fire when the white boy was getting on his ass. He didn't want to return fire.
so all right. If he defended these punches and came right back, maybe the fight would have been different.
Yeah, I feel that he would have. I like from watching it. I'm gonna rewatch it again because I DVR all the joints, but I'm gonna rewatch it again. I just feel like how Gary Russell and them allude to. He didn't have no fuck you on his punches.
Oh,
He didn't have enough on his punches to keep the white boy honest.
so he got to work on his power.
Yeah, or sitting down on the shot a
Yeah.
little more. Sitting down on the shot. Oh, shout out to Sean Porter. Sean Porter went in and alluded on the what we brought up on the Jack Talk podcast. So for all y'all that think that these dudes ain't watching, when they was talking about the keys for Danny Garcia that had success versus L. Spence,
Right.
I posted it on my Instagram. You heard what Sean Porter said. He
Yeah.
said that he needs to get off first, start fast, and land that no look left hook, which the Jack Talk podcast touched on 2 3 days ago. I hope y'all paying attention to the real diamonds out here that's dropping them gems and shining. Cause y'all
Right.
act like we be on this panel just making shit up. We be spending them actual facts, man.
No,
Y'all heard,
purpose.
y'all heard it from Sean Person. Y'all heard it from Sean Porter's mouth yesterday after fight.
Purposes on here. There's there's no nonsense. There's no
Yeah,
there's no fiction. You know what I'm
nah,
saying?
not at all. Not at
Nonsense.
all, man. Not at
Yeah.
all, man. I'm saying that's what just to get off pace for a second. But that's what like a lot of these YouTube journalists do. That's why shout out to Agar. He cleared everything up. You
Yeah.
know, he was
Yeah.
he that's what Agar was touching on when he was
Right.
saying the new media. He was talking about a lot of you goofballs, man.
Right.
Cause y'all
Right.
just get on here without facts. Y'all just you don't know what you're talking about. You just go off of whatever. Like
What they be seeing.
nowadays, yeah, yeah. Nowadays it's more boxing bloggers instead
Yeah.
of real boxing journalists, analysts,
Right. Right.
coaches, teachers, and stuff.
A
You got
lot of
these bloggers out here.
these boxing bloggers be a lot of clowns, and they be the
Yeah,
ones that be putting out the meme footage of a fighter getting knocked out, not knowing, understanding the seriousness of this game and how this business go.
yeah,
So those
absolutely.
boxing bloggers, those are the boxing boogers. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They them is the assholes of the game, man. Now the journalists, those are the ones who's trying to get you out there, get your information out there, and things of this facet. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, it's crazy.
Yeah. It really is. It
Uh,
really is. The whole, though, like he said, the whole new media movement. Me personally, from being on the front line covering these fights and being out there, the media movement is watered down too. Because nowadays, it's not about if you really, into boxing or you know anything about boxing. If you know anybody, you can get credentials.
mhm.
A lot of these media members and the people that they trying to have cover fights are failed actors,
Well,
failed actresses.
I'm, I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad you touched on that subject. I want to touch on something like that. This is like
So,
this is pertaining to people like Max Kellerman. See, there's a difference
yeah,
between boxing experience and boxing education. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? Max Kellerman
yeah,
is educated in boxing. His
yeah.
experience, nah. You understand what I'm saying? So
Uh,
he has a tendency to say things, man, go to the left about this game. That's because he's educated. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? He's not experienced.
nah,
See, we're experienced. We deal with experience. This is
yeah,
the levels we talk about, experience. We're not talking about education. Oh
yeah.
no. No, it's a big difference. Pay attention,
That's
man. It's a
a
big difference.
That's the
So
that's the that's the actual jewel right there, real fact.
I'm telling you, man,
Real
it's a
fact.
big man. Word. So,
And, yeah, I'm glad you dropped that gem because the people going to see this and the professionals, quote unquote, the professionals. That's what y'all need to understand. Just because somebody is educated
word.
on a subject doesn't mean they have more experience than the person who is not what you classify as educated on the
Uh,
subject. Because
right,
experience, look, experience is
right,
education. You know,
right.
I hope y'all understood that. I tried to be as
Uh,
professional
you
as
put
possible stating
put that
that.
that well because that's the actual fact right there. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Yeah,
Right.
no, I get that all the time when I used to try to get interviews and I'll be arguing. I don't even say arguing. I'll be debating with these quote unquote PR people and the
Yeah.
people that quote unquote run shit. They used to tell me, "Wow, I take pictures and everything with the boxes," and I used to have to explain to them because that is a form of my marketing. When I do present my interviews out there, I'm
That's
showing my picture with the fighter to say, "Oh, I just interviewed such and such."
that's your
But they
experience.
didn't. Yeah,
That's
they didn't understand that.
yeah.
Like it's like you said, when you come from two different worlds, sometimes it's just hard for them to understand and
Well,
experience what you experience.
I don't know why because it don't take you 2 hours to watch 60 minutes. You
Not at
know.
all, man. I love that when you say that, and it don't take you 5 minutes to cook minute rice. You know what I'm saying? You
So,
motherfuckers be having minute rice and be trying to cook it for
pay attention,
hours.
you know,
Yeah.
and you'll go far.
Yeah,
So
but yeah, this is gonna be the normal clocking Monday through Friday, new slot for the Jack Talk podcast at 5 o'clock.
part
We will be blasting off every day, Monday through Friday at 5 o'clock. Start feeding out your topics that you would like for the panel to discuss. Feel free to join in. You see how I got the link up there? Like we say, always come in
we
respectable. Like
we either
like like Lord of the Rings say, come in knowing your stuff.
we either
Know
gonna
your stuff.
debate or we gonna relate. That's
That's
what we
it, man.
you
Know
know.
your stuff.
No
When you come in, know your stuff, man. Don't like Lord of the Rings said the other day, like he alluded to the other day. Know your stuff. Don't come in here off of something you watched off of TV. It
please.
doesn't work that way, man.
Ex-
It doesn't
Have
doesn't work that way.
have the experience, the knowledge.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? Well, never
yeah,
mind education. Have the experience, the knowledge.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yo, come in here like like Lord of the Rings always said, come in here with your textbook and your equations ready,
And
and
do
we might help you solve them.
for
And this
real.
is a math class. This is a real math
Yeah,
class here.
man,
Informative education that we're giving you.
all right, I'll give you a formula, and that'll be the solution to your problem. You know.
Yeah,
So I mean,
correct.
and we also know that boxing is angles, and a 90-degree angle goes to the right. So make sure you come right when you come on
That's
this.
it.
You understand what
That's
I'm saying?
it.
So
That's it. And we listen. We are up for debating. If that's what you like to do, if you're a
I,
debater, it's not wrong with debating. We debate, but at the same time, leave all that jealousy, that hatred, and that
for real,
goofiness.
I goofiness
You
don't
know,
nah. Teach
leave
me,
that outside. Yeah,
make,
leave
make
that outside.
teach me, but make sure what you teach me, I can teach so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to poison my brain because I'm not gonna allow it. Nobody walks around my brain. I'm
Yeah.
I'm educated.
That's a fact.
Word.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
cool.
straight fact, man.
So I mean, like
But like you said, the new time slot is gonna be 5 p.m. Monday through
Monday,
Friday.
Friday, yeah, you
Yeah,
know.
be on the lookout for that Jerron
Word.
Boots Ennis interview about to drop off. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Shout out to Boz Ennis and all that. Shout out to Jerron Ennis. Back
shout
in the
out to
ring December 12th.
who is Tucker, upcoming star.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to Jahad Tucker, Team Tucker all day.
All
Shout
right,
out to
man.
King Strong Boy. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? The whole Team Tucker, man. We got some hitters coming.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Fitness Through Boxing. Yo,
Shout out,
Rob,
shout
you
out to
know the vibe.
Quran. He might start a riot. All these
Yeah, yeah,
upcoming.
Karan Jackson, yeah. We got some sharks over here. Just
Yeah,
stay tuned. Just stay tuned. I've been told y'all it was more than just media. Now y'all
yes,
starting to see that. It was more than just media.
right.
You know? You know the vibes. We're gonna close on that.
Yeah,
That Jack Talk podcast gonna be dropping Monday through Friday,
yeah,
5 o'clock every day.
yeah.
Just be on the look. You
Look,
see, we stay with the hitters in here. You
hey,
see, like Jerron Ennis. Jerron Ennis is popping out. You
right,
know what I'm saying? We had Regis Progress last week fighting
right.
on the pay-per-view
Mhm.
card. You never know who's liable to pop out, man. Just
I'm
stay in
telling you,
tune and stay tapped in.
I'm telling you.
Numbers lie all the time. We don't need the souped up numbers to get the real fighters and the coaches to come
Uh,
chop it up with the jacks. When you
I,
know your facts, they're gonna come out black.
yo,
I holla.
Africa,
Listen. Don't
Africa,
never hate the players. Y'all be hating the players, man. Get
yo,
that
listen,
hatred out your heart. You
yo,
can't. You can't. You can't.
African wild dogs don't never give up. They got too much stamina. They keep coming,
Oh, yeah, that's it.
coming.
That's it.
You know what I
That's
mean?
it.
They be
That's
foaming
it.
at the mouth, coming.
That's
They keep,
it.
you know.
That's it. That's
Y'all
it.
stay up, stay up. Yo, my
Yeah.
Jack, we put them on.
Uh huh.
You heard?
That's right. You already know. You know the vibes.
We'll holler.
I holla. Yeah, yeah. Y'all stay in tune, man. Monday through Friday. Jack Talk Podcast. We're gonna keep giving y'all that heat, man. Let's be on the lookout for that Jerron Ennis interview, man. Another one.